So in your comfortable seat, make sure that you're completely supported and you've got whatever you need around you. Maybe you're lifting your hips, sitting a little higher on a cushion. We'll be here for about 3 minutes or so just to connect in with how you're feeling and your breath. Shut my door so my dog doesn't come in. So if you need to, you could begin to create a little stretch and twist in the spine, maybe bring the right hand onto the left knee and the left hand behind you. Lift the chest as you inhale, and then as you exhale, take yourself into a little twist over to the side. Just be careful here. And coming back to center, just to offer a little mobility in the spine, settling into your body. Notice how it feels. Come back to center and take your right hand to the floor. Inhale, raise the left, and then exhale, maybe take yourself out for a stretch, lateral stretch with the left sit bone pressing down, chin drawing in. Come on back to the center, and the left hand down, right arm raises. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, release out now to the right side. Anchor the right sit bone down. You're moving to the left. And then coming back to the center. And now bring your right hand onto your belly and your left hand into your chest. And if you like, you could close down your eyes. You can keep them open, and if you prefer, just look down past your nose. And now let the hands be a guide to your sensation. Bring your awareness into the sensation in your body. Notice how you're feeling inside. Observe the sensation in the belly and in the chest. And allow this to be symbolic of all of the other sensations that you feel in your body, physically or emotionally. And begin to sense, see and feel your breath. Feeling the gentle drawing of the belly button away with every inhale, and gently drawing back with the exhale. No need to force, just feel the natural rhythm. It is the spontaneous breath. You might begin to notice where you're breathing more. Is it into the chest or down into the belly? And can you breathe a little bit more down into the belly? So actively draw the belly forward as you inhale and breathe down into the base of the lungs, and exhale, gently drawing back. No need to change anything else. Just this intimacy here with your breath. Now bring the hands in front of your heart, touch the palms and maybe the thumbs into the sternum. And begin to rub the hands, create a little bit of heat in the hands, some energy and vigor. Feel and sense the light in the hands. And if it's safe for you to do so, then release the hands over the eyes, cup the hands, your eyes in the dark. Keep the awareness inside you. And slowly take the hands down the face, off the eyebrows and the cheekbones, the chin, and cross them over and touch the opposite shoulder. Begin to just rub the upper parts around the neck and the shoulder. Just giving yourself a little squeeze and a massage, connecting in to the sensations of your body as you move the hands down and touch the hands. And then take the hands down the body onto the legs, wiping anything away off your body that you don't need. And we're going to come to sit at the back of your yoga mat. So as I mentioned, you'll need a few props. Just bring most of them aside and come to sit on a dense blanket. So fold that blanket up. And if you've just got a cushion, then just double fold that. So come and sit on that dense blanket with your legs outstretched out in front. Now have handy with you the other props, and it might be either a cushion, bolster, or even a folded blanket. And I'll show you how we might use that later. We're going to come into a restorative version of Paschimottanasana. Those that are teachers, just so you know where we're going, and I'll guide you now. So taking the hands out beside you, feet out in front, toes drawing back towards you. Inhale, when you're ready, raise your arms and really lift the torso out of the pelvis. And then as you exhale, begin to fold forward, take the hands down to the floor. And then inhale, come on back up. So raising the arms and really lift out of the pelvis as you raise and reach. Then exhale, fold and release. One more round like that. So dynamic entry into Paschimottanasana. The inhale, lift and lengthen. Lengthen the waist, straightening the spine. And as you fold forward, release the hands down. You can have the palms facing up or hold on to the shins. I'd like you to think about here the front of the body being as long as the back of the body. So rather than hunching the shoulders forward and collapsing into the chest, just have a moment here of resetting. You might even come up a little as you inhale. Lifting the chest forward and tuck the chin in. Maybe it's just a lean for you. Just finding here a Pashi that works. So if you like to bend your knees, now's the time to slot in a little prop underneath the knees. If you've got really tight hamstrings and there's any pain or soreness in the lower back, so that pulling of the hamstring can create some tension in the lower back if you're in a forward fold. So the bending of the knees can help you. Otherwise here, we're going to hold here for a few breaths. So in yin yoga, this is called caterpillar pose. And eventually, once your body begins to soften and mold itself into this shape, you might even feel the call to allow that rounding of the back with the head heavy and resting anywhere that feels comfortable for you. And so you might even grab a pillow here and pop the head on a pillow or the hands, whatever feels right for you. You can release the feet and let those just dangle. So you're holding here your caterpillar pose for a few breaths to stretch the back of the body and lengthen the spine. And this is cooling and calming. This forward fold. I'd like to invite you now to work with your breath, staying where you are. And just notice how you feel. Begin to, in your own way, lengthen your exhale. So you might even apply a count to the breath as you inhale, count in for 4 and out for 6, 7, or 8. And this will really emphasize that cooling and calming nature of our practice on our energetic body. So the asana is just a gateway, and the breath here takes it further. So we're working here with the downward forces of energy within our body. And as you lengthen the exhale, can you feel, sense, and see letting go of tension, grounding you further into the earth, heavier. You might even feel with each exhale the release through the base of the spine. So energy releasing out through the body from the base of the spine down to the earth. And the more you release, the heavier your body becomes. Please remember, if you need to change the shape, come out a little bit. Otherwise, you're holding here, feeling, sensing, and seeing yourself getting heavier as you release more and more tension from your body down to the earth. So having been in the shape for a few minutes already, you notice your body soften. And with your body soften, you notice your mind softening too. And if that's not the case for you, just be mindful of that. And can you have an intention to soften a little more your thoughts, your self-talk? And give yourself permission here to let go a little deeper. And if you're still working with the breath, I'm going to suggest discontinuing now and allow the breath to be completely spontaneous. You don't need to change anything here at all. But notice the pace of breath. Notice how deeper your body may feel. And just accept this is unique, inviting it all in. You can observe when the mind wanders off in thought. And be kind to yourself, just notice the thought. And gently bring your awareness back to the body, the sensations that you feel. And the sensation of the breath. And let's do 3 more breaths in this shape. Allow your body to be even heavier if it's possible for you. So take you a little deeper and grounding your energy further. And just when you're ready to move, do so very, very slowly. So as you inhale, begin to lift the chest, so lengthening the front body again, hands to the floor. And then as you exhale, keep lifting the chest and guide yourself back up, coming back up. Keep the legs out in front, take the arms beside you and, behind, hands behind you. And just lean into your hands. You might close your eyes here. Just be careful if you've got a sore wrist, not leaning too much into the hands, just rebounding here. Yeah, closing your eyes if that feels okay. And just notice how the back of your body is responding now. Just give it that moment to really integrate the benefits deep within the cells of the body and without creating too much change. Feel the effects energetically. We'll begin to move in a moment. If you're ready, walk the hands back to center. And then take the props away and come to lay down on your back. So have the props nearby. Laying down on your back with the feet into the floor and your knees bent. Bring your back down onto the floor. And if you're ready, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. Anything here that feels nice for you. And then maybe take the knees out to the side and then in and circle around to the other way. And then going in the other direction. So just nurture yourself here with a little self-love, massaging into the lower back. Going the other way if you haven't already, and coming back to center. And bring the feet down to the floor. And feet about hip distance apart. You'll need some space behind you. So if you've got a pot plant like me, or you've got a wall, just wriggle yourself to the end of the mat. Arms beside your body, toes turned in slightly. We're coming into bridge pose dynamic initially, arms beside your body, chin drawing in. Now please don't be tempted to look at the video in this one. So I'll introduce this slowly, but when we lift the hips, please keep the head either in neutral or looking up. So arms beside your body and just notice how your breath feels. And just in your own time, as you inhale, raise the arms, take them back and behind you, keep them straight, touch the floor. And then exhale, bring the arms down beside your body nice and slowly. So the invitation for you to now is to also lift the hips as you inhale. Inhale, raise the hips and the arms together. And draw the chin into the chest. And then exhale, nice and slowly bring the hips back down and the arms beside your body. So pressing into the feet. One more round. The inhale, nice and slowly. Scooping the pelvis off the floor and maybe even the middle back as you lift up. And then nice and slowly bring the back down to the floor, arms beside your body. Okay, so this is where you need your prop for underneath your hips. So if you've got a block, you could use 2 blocks. If you've just got 1 block, bring a block and a cushion underneath your hips. Or you can, if you've got a bolster, you'll be using a bolster probably, or a double folded blanket, or a few stacks of cushions. So a restorative bridge. So arranging yourself here with that prop underneath you so that it's comfortable. And I find that when I find that sweet spot, the sacroiliac joint, then it does feel comfortable to stay. So if you have a sore back, please lower your prop. You can stay in bridge, and we will for a moment, but we'll be going to pontoon where we extend the legs. So if you're quite high, pontoon's going to be too much for you. So just know that you're never locked in. You can always change the height of your props as we add to this shape. So notice how you feel. You're offering a slight compression into the back, but an opening here into the front. And to take that a little deeper, if you like, you could extend your legs out in front. So again, this is going to compress the back a little more. So a deeper back bend. And if you're feeling like that's aggravating, bring the height down of your block or cushions, or simply step the feet back to the floor. So just get curious here and work with the shape that's going to work well for you now. And you can close your eyes if you like to. Once you've gotten into the position that you'd like to stay in here, in this open expansion into the front of the body, either with the legs extended or bent, and a gentle inversion. So with the lift of the hips, you're lifting your heart slightly and encouraging the energy drawing down. Now you get Jalandhara Bandha for free here, with the chin drawing in toward the chest. So containing the energy within the torso, but energetically it's drawing upward now. So the opposite of what we just did, you're encouraging more an upward flow of energy through your torso. Please remember, you're never not locked in. If something doesn't feel right, you can change it. We're going to be here for a few minutes. Begin to focus and notice that upward flow of energy. You might even feel, if you are lifted, the buttocks is lifted, you might feel the blood flowing down from the pelvis into the heart and around the neck and head. But it's the more subtle sense I invite you to feel into now, energetic sense. And you can amplify this now using the breath. As you breathe in, breathe into the chest rather than the belly. So breathe into the rib cage and even the side ribs to the underarms. As you exhale, draw the belly back to the spine. Feel gentle contraction. So this is pure breathing. As you inhale into the chest, think about the underarms, ribcage expanding out. With your exhale, the belly drawing in and contracting. So if you don't feel like working with the energy and you just want to stay and be spontaneous, then you can ignore my prompts to control and shape your breath. So this pure breathing is actually going to be energizing, moving energy upward. So we're working with both the shape in the body and the breath to shape the energy in the body. So the upward flow of energy is energizing, and it expands and builds our consciousness. And that is the point. That's the point of the practice. Is to be conscious and aware of the intricate layers of the self. Not only in moving the body, but in shaping the breath to engage the energetic winds within the body. Now you will have noticed your body beginning to soften, the muscles across the front of the thighs and the hips lengthening. You might even notice the muscle that's deep within the abdominal region, the psoas muscle, beginning to relax. So these muscles can compress the belly, the abdominal region when they're tight. And when I'm flaring up in my digestive fire, when I'm feeling a little tight in that region, this is a nice one to open that space up. My microphone's really close to my belly. You might even hear my belly gurgling right now. So feel, sense, and see everything that's shifting and changing within you. And it's only with that inner gaze that you observe all these intricate layers of your body, of yourself, that you can observe and master. If you're still working with the breath, I suggest to discontinue that now and just allow the breath to be spontaneous again. Staying with the body and its sensations, and just notice if the mind wanders off. Again, notice the quality of the thought. There may be a pattern arising. And just through that mindfulness, just checking and choosing to be kind to yourself and be present with this moment. So just another few breaths in this shape. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. These moments where you're intimate with yourself, probably the most important part of your day. So stay with yourself here. Slowly, when you're ready, begin to move, bending the knees if you've got them extended, and bring the feet into the floor. And if you've got the hips lifted without moving the head, lift the hips, take the prop away, and then bring the buttocks down onto the floor, nice and slow. Hold here. You might even bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Just notice your back integrating down to the earth again. Maybe feeling a little softer, a little bit like jelly as it melts into the floor. So while we lifted the hips, you had that sense of uplifting, now grounding again. With that sensation with each exhale now of your body releasing and letting go, so you're heavier again. So doing nothing here, just to allow the spine to rebound. And it's because it is a bit like jelly now that you're just rebounding without movement. Just allow that to re-stabilize. So when we expose the fascia in these long holds, it is like jelly. It's like a liquid form of webbing that supports your body. So with that sharp eye of attention, you can feel now the fascia begin to come back to its shape and the muscles again stabilize your back. Okay, we're not going to hug the knees in. Draw the feet wide, about as wide as the mat, and the knees are pointing up. So you just need some space around you. I've got my props nearby. Just move anything away. We're going to come into a gentle twist. You can just wave your hands on yourself or out to the side, whatever feels right. Inhale, relax the belly. And then exhale, take both knees first of all to the left. You pivot on the outside edge of the feet, and then inhale, bring the knees back to center, and off you go to the other side on the exhale. So nice and slowly with the breath. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, and your exhale, take them over to the side. In your own time, and just go to the depth that feels right for you. So it might be a little gentle and the knees hovering, or it might be knees drawing down and forward, whatever feels right for you. And I like to move dynamic in yin just to get the blood moving, and then hold. So invitation for you to exhale, hold to the left side when you get there, and stay there for a moment. So if that's okay for your hips and your spine in a twist. If it doesn't feel right and you want an alternate twist, you could bring the knees up and then take the knees out to the side. But we're over to the left, and you can choose the gentle variation, which I'm recommending. So the twist has a whole different energetic effect here. So if we take a deep twist here, we're going to bring the energy right down, and we'll bring the energy down alternatively tonight without a major twist. This is just another rebound for your back bend. So when you're ready, inhale, come back to center, and then exhale over to the right side. And just hold for a moment. Coming back to center when you're ready, and we'll reorganize for the next shape. So on the length of your mat, extend your legs long. Now, I don't think you need props for this one. You might need a cushion. And if you're cold, you might have a blanket on your body. We're coming into a banana shape in your body. And this is going to be the peak to engage your energy. So we'll go initially to the left side. So feet together, long, and then walk the feet out, just stepping them out slowly to the left side. So you'll already feel that lateral stretch up the left hip, down the, right hip and right leg. And if you like, you can add the shoulders by moving them out now to the left. Hands either on your body beside you or overhead now. So it just depends. If you've got a shoulder injury, just take it easy. And you might like to take the left hand into the right wrist. So you might think of this as a banana shape if you were looking down at your body, or a crescent moon. I'm going to hold here. Rearrange the shape as you need to. If you took it too far, if you need a pillow for your head, if you like, you could even step. I like to step the left leg over the right, but you might like the right leg over the left, whatever feels right for you. Just creating that lengthening on the right side of the body that feels right for you without compromising the lower back. So sometimes I feel like I get a little sharp sensation in my lower back. We don't need to push here in yin yoga because we hold the shapes for quite a long time. It's the time that does the work. You don't have to push to that furthest degree. Initially, your body will soften and you'll go deeper automatically, just in stillness in time. So welcome that opening extension through the right side of your body. Emphasize this now by breathing in and feeling the whole right side of the body extend and expand a little more. So it's as if you're breathing all the way into that right side, all the way down to the end of the stretch, wherever you feel that. For me, it's about the right knee. So can you sense, even visualize the breath drawing all the way down and extending and opening that right side a little more. So if you like, you can just totally relax here, be absolutely spontaneous with the breath. But this is a tantric hatha spin on yin yoga. So I invite you additionally or instead to work with the breath and take it energetically that little bit further. So as you inhale, just at your own time, I invite you to extend the inhale, whereas before we extended the exhale. So my suggestion is inhale for a count of 6. Breathe into that whole right side of the body and feel that move down. Hold the breath just for a moment at the inhale and then exhale for a count of 4. So again, if you're working with breath to intensify this energetic impact, inhale for a count of 6, hold it in for 2. And then when you're ready, exhale slower for 4. And we'll just do this for a few rounds. So if we will do this in the daytime, we might do it for a little more, but it's just before bed. So this will be energizing. And I'll encourage you to work with your last round now. And just when you're ready, if you've been working with the breath, just notice how you feel. Allowing the spontaneous breath to return without any control. You will have noticed a greater expansion in your physical body, the muscles lengthening and extending. But can you feel energetically an extension of your energy? And we're talking about Vyana, Vayu, the energetic wind within you that's responsible for energy flowing around, within, and immediately outside of your body, literally creating your auric field. This expands your life force and connects you with your environment, but it also creates a little energetic bubble for you to contain and protect you. Just notice if any of this resonates. With the next exhale, let go, be heavy, relaxed. And we'll begin to shift in a minute. Beginning to think about moving, knowing that you can move at any time. If you're already now stepping the feet back to center, shuffling the shoulders back, just pause for a moment at center. Just notice how uneven your body is. And we'll go to the other side. So feet together, stepping out to the left, right side now. So off to the other side, shuffle your shoulders out to the side, keeping the buttocks to the floor. And if you like, arms overhead. Cushion for your head, you might move that to the side. And stay with the awareness physically, making sure that you honor your body on this side as completely unique. And adjust anything you need to so that you're really comfortable rather than going the deepest edge. And then begin to invite and extend the stretch up that left side of your body. muscles between the ribs. Again, the psoas muscle that extends from underneath the diaphragm over the hip bone. So that can become really tight when we're stressed and sitting a lot, not as mobile in isolation. So breathing life into that space to free the energy that's within you, to allow greater expansion. Work with the breath now if that works for you. Remember, everything's optional. If it doesn't work, just allow the spontaneous breath. If you like, inhale for a count of 6 and feel the energy flow down all the way to the edge of the stretch. Hold for just a moment or 2. And then exhale a little slower. So we're lengthening the inhale, taking more life force in. Effectively extending this energetic wind within you to its greatest capacity. And I'm going to argue that's needed now more than ever. So this is your healing practice. Your capacity to work with greater energy and expansion, to connect you to the outside world while protecting you and encasing you in your auric bubble. With every breath in, you're breathing the light and energy in. And when you hold the breath, you notice that light and energy retained in your body. That moment of bliss. Hold it and then let go. And we'll do that one more time. On the next exhale, let it go. And let the body be spontaneous and relaxed. Notice the mind. Coach it back if you need to. Offer yourself kind thoughts when you notice your mind wandering off. Another couple of breaths in this shape. And just when you're ready, you begin to shift the way you know how to, taking care of your body, and bring it back into center, even and balanced. Pause just for a moment to allow the integration right down into the deepest cells of your body. And we will transition now to your final shape, Shavasana, for a long meditation laying down on the floor. You could even pop yourself into bed. I don't mind. So the most comfortable Shavasana that you've had would involve a little cushion for your head or that towel, bolster underneath the knees or pillow, and definitely a blanket over your body. So this is very much an energetic practice, and if you need to move, just move calm and move as little as possible. So come to lay down on your back unless you're needing to lay on your side, and aligning your spine. So you have your head, neck, shoulders, hips in one long line. The legs away from each other with the toes falling away. The arms just gently away from the body with the palms facing up. Fingers curling in. Eyes closed if that's okay, or you might even turn the light off or put a covering over your eyes. Making any last adjustments that you need to be completely comfortable, supported in your place of rest. And take 3 deep breaths in here. Fill the whole lungs, right down the belly, chest, rib cage. And then as you exhale, feel and sense the body deeply release. So 2 more like that. Conscious breathing with the exhale signaling to your body, this is it. It's time to relax and release. And spontaneously breathing, and notice the pace of your breath. And recognize that pace as just perfect for this moment. Your body is breathing. Begin to notice the sounds around you. Observing the sounds inside of the room, in the other room, and maybe even outside. Begin to move the awareness of sound back inside of the room and around your body. Observe now the sounds within your body. Breath through the nose, down the throat, in the belly. Observe all the sounds of the journey of the breath. And any other sounds that you feel or sense in your body. Maintain awareness of the sensation in your body. And know that this is not a sleep. This is a deep meditation, a yoga nidra, where I will guide you through a journey around your body through sensation. You will have an opportunity to seed an intention to yourself or a sankalpa. A sankalpa is a positive affirmation that you offer yourself. And in Yoga Nidra, it is said to be a really powerful way to transform your subconscious. If you're working with a sankalpa, I'll ask you to consider what that is. And if you're not, one might come to mind. Like I am calm, or I will be rested tonight, or I will get up tomorrow morning and do my practice. Whatever it is for you, say it to yourself 3 times now as if you know it to be true. And now letting that go. Anchored into the floor. Bring your awareness to the right hand and feel and sense the right hand thumb. Feel the warmth of the thumb. Any sensation in the right hand thumb. Move your awareness now to the index finger and let go of the thumb and let that relax. Index finger. Same thing, middle finger. We'll keep moving through the body. Ring finger. Little finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. The right wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Underarm. Side of the chest. Side of the waist. The right hip. Right groin. Whole thigh. Back of the knee. Front of the knee. Calf muscle. Shin. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the foot. Top of the foot. Right big toe. Second toe. Third. Fourth. Fifth toe. Move the awareness to the left hand. The left hand thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Little finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Left wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Underarm. Side of the chest. Waist. Hip. Left groin. Thigh. Back of the knee. Top of the knee. Calf muscle. Shin. Ankle. Heel. Sole of the foot. Top of the foot. Big toe. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth toe. Bring your awareness to the right buttock, left buttock, the small of the back, the middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, very tip of the nose, whole nose, top lip, bottom lip, space between the lips, bottom row of teeth, top row of teeth, tongue, right side of the jaw, left side of the jaw, chin, front of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, center of the chest, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, belly button, lower abdomen, whole pelvis, awareness of the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both legs, both arms together, the whole torso, head and neck, awareness of the torso, head and neck. Be aware of the whole front body, the whole back body. Be aware of the whole body, the whole body. Awareness of the whole body. Laying on the floor, breathing. Observe the sensation of the breath in and out through the nose. Feel the temperature of the air in the nasal passages. As it comes in, feel the air cool. And when you breathe out, feel the air warm. In the nose, observe the sensation of the little hairs in the nose as you breathe in and out, waving and wisping. Continue the journey of the breath up the nose to the top of the nose. And begin to observe two streams of air coming in left and right sides, coming together at the top of the nose. And the inside passengers feeling the air coming in and out in two streams of air. Life force coming in the left and the right, and releasing what you don't need, warm. And begin to alternate nostrils with sensation. No need to raise your hand and force this change or shape of the breath. So the next time you inhale, feel and sense that through the left side. And then exhale through the right side, just sensing. Inhale through the right, and then exhale through the left. And continue like this, alternating in left, out right, in right, out left. With awareness shifting and alternating the passengers of the nose. Feel and sense alternate nostril breathing. And discontinue the practice of alternate nostril breathing. Allow the breath again to be spontaneous and feel two streams of air, not separate, joining and combining to create the life force coming into your body. Sense and see life traveling on the breath. Pure life itself traveling on the breath, coming in and out of the body. Remain aware of that point at the top of the nose, on the inside, at the point where the left and right join. And begin to feel light energy in the breath as you breathe in and expand the light within the space between the eyes and at the top of the nose. With each breath in, allow that light force to gather and increase around the eyes and behind the eyes. Activating this third eye chakra. With every breath in, continue to expand the light, feeling the life force in the breath, breathing into the space behind the eyes, extending and expanding to the space between the temples, and settling awareness as you expand the light into the middle of your brain. In the center of the brain, behind the eyes, breathing the light in and feeling resting awareness with the expansion of light here. Resting your awareness in the center of the brain as if you were resting yourself here. Witness the light expanding in the center of the brain. Begin to visualize a calm lake in the center of your brain, and the light expanding on the lake is a reflection of the full moon. visualizing yourself watching a lake with the reflection of the full moon, resting awareness in this scene that is calm. The reflection of the moon, crystal clear, without a ripple on the lake. If a thought comes into the mind, witness this as a ripple on the lake. Witness it, be kind, allow the ripple to pass, and continue to observe the lake with a clear reflection. In this calm, serene view of the lake, illuminated by the natural full moon, remind yourself of your sankalpa, or the intention that you set for yourself earlier, and say that to yourself 3 times now, as if you know it to be true, exactly the way you did before. Let it go. Continue to observe the mind as a lake, recognizing now the reflection of the moon is coming from above through the crown of the head. The moon shining its light through the crown of the head, reflecting on the mind as a lake in the center of your head. Feel the light force coming through the crown of the head, illuminating the center of the head. And with the exhale, draw that light and energy down to the feet, all the way to the feet. As you inhale, wrap your awareness up the front of the body, back up to the crown of the head. And then exhale down the back of the body, wrapping around to the soles of the feet. Continue this. Inhale, wrap awareness around the front of the body, bringing with that the light from the moon. Exhale, wrap around the back of the body and working at your pace to create a cocoon around your body of light force from the moon. No need to deepen the breath, simply breathing and moving awareness with the breath to create your cocoon. Or you may see this now as your auric field expanding around you, like a bubble of light as far out as you could reach. You're cocooned in light. Can let go of the moving awareness and just feel and sense into that protective bubble that is surrounding you, your energy field, without any gaps within it, no cracks. It is your energy that swirls within you and immediately around you. It's your protection and your capacity to engage with the outside world. It's always there. Begin to deepen your breath. Feel the breath, the life force coming in and all the way down to the toes. In and out of your body like a wave. Observing changes in your body when you breathe deeper. Feeling greater capacity in the lungs. Tingling in your toes, in your fingers, and maybe your lips as you breathe deeper. And begin to shift any way that you like. We've come to the end of the practice. Recognize now that if it's in your interest to stay where you are, then I strongly encourage you to do that. If you're ready to reintegrate and complete your practice, opportunity for you now to stretch and move, roll over to the side if you like. Just be kind and gentle to yourself. If you feel like sitting up, then making your way to a seat. If you feel called to, bring the hands in front of your heart, or you can cross them over your heart, or whatever it is. Bring your awareness now into the space of your heart, in the center of your chest. And just feeling here, this is where the life force is radiating within and around and extending around you. Your life force. With your awareness into the center of the chest. Just spend a moment here being grateful for your body and everything that it can do, for showing up to your practice, and for the practice of yoga that I'm grateful for being able to guide you through. Thank you so much for joining me on the Friday night. What a pleasure to guide you. Namaste. So I totally appreciate that if you went deep then and you're tired, then you can turn off your video, absolutely, and say goodnight to yourself. Otherwise, feel free to pop it on and say goodnight and wave, or either way. Thanks for joining me. I'll hang around for a bit.
Thank you, Nat. That was lovely.
Pleasure, April. Lovely to see you.
Good night.
School teacher warrior.
Thanks. So good.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nat.
Pleasure,
Lovely.
Liz. Lovely
Good
to
night,
see
everyone. Have a great weekend.
you too. Good night, darling.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Oh, good, honey. We all need
Lovely to see you. Sending
Yay.
hugs.
Hugs to you too, Lynn. Hope you're okay.
Yeah, you too. So beautiful to see you.
Yay. Have you got your cat nearby?
Oh, he's fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Angel went, oh, this is just heaven. I'm floating. So he was like,
Good. Oh. All right. You have a nice weekend, lovely. I might
That
see
was-
you at meditation tomorrow if I can get that happening.
okay. Have a
Bye.
beautiful night's sleep. Thank you so much.
Bye, darling.
Bye.